Blessings, beloveds. Welcome. My name is Carolyn. Thank you so very much for joining me here for your weekly love reading. It's for September 13th through 19th, 2021. And we have a big change in energies happening with Mars. This is our Divine Masculine Christ planet template that we're clearing out the distorted masculine through. And Mars, Aries, as well as going through this ascension process as part of the cosmic frequencies of the Holy Grail. So we can look at Mars and Venus as two big planets, as well as Mercury, and of course the Sun and the Moon, that are guiding us and us expanding collectively just as we are, and then also collectively supporting the information in the cosmos as well as here on planet Earth. So God fulfills His plan through astrology. This is the way I'm shown through the astrological lineups. These are opportunities and healings and clearings and activations according to His plan at the perfect divine timing. So this is the perfect timing for us to have Mars in Libra, and that's going to be going all the way to the end of October until October 30th. And we also have Mercury going retrograde through this cycle as well. So this is a big opportunity for the Divine Masculine Christ in all of us, within and without, and collectively to heal and ascend, especially in the communication sectors and approach. And it's really an opportunity to upheave and release the narcissistic frequencies as well, the distortions, and it's really supporting clearing the matrix energies of the power, money, lust, debauchery, these addictions, these sorts of things, and control structures is what I'm hearing over society, that to be upheaved. There's an upheaval of that as well. And so we're on all these different spectrums and scales and templates. We're all getting this big upgrade opportunity now, and things coming to the surface that we need to see about ourselves and within each other and in relationships and within the masculine. That's time to heal now. And this is really supporting our relationship with our Father God as well. We're stepping into a new level of union and unity with our God, and stepping into a closer bond because we've cleared the separation template, and we completed this prophetic clearing in June 2021, and we've been releasing and healing and eliminating it through the body, and I'm hearing through the torso right now. And so if you've had a lot of clearings and healings and activations in the lower chakras, there's definitely been a reason, and a lot of it's clearing a lot of the last of the attachments of the womb chakra specifically as well, because we're stepping into creating with God and only creating with God. So external energies that may still have been attached, and this could be through partnerships as well, as I'm hearing, and where you get sources of income from, money from, or support, financial support and it could be also like through property, or not just necessarily money, but maybe offerings, or you're supported, you don't have to pay rent, these sorts of things. Your living arrangements are supported, food is supportive for you, these sorts of things. Economics is what I'm hearing. So, and this is part of the foundation. So we're getting all of this source stability, wealth, health from God only, and He's going to run over our cup. And so this is part of the process of getting to that template now. And so we're merging deeper into this, and through our covenant God, through our covenant with God, we receive our covenant marriage here, which is your Holy Grail counterpart. And this is the two of you, both as children of God, both as children of Israel, I'm hearing as well, in union with your covenant God. So, and it's equal, and everything's going to be exposed equally is what I'm hearing. So this is what's coming to the surface now. For more neutrality, for more neutralization of being one. So again, and one harmonic balance and one harmonic tone. And so this is going to continue till it's done and complete. I'm hearing the Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio. We're really getting back to original tone, God is saying specifically. So this is the frequency we carry. And this is the energy frequency that's also attracting your equivalent frequency match as well. So you're the same tone, same harmony. We've been aligning to this, and we're going to continue moving forward. And that's making the two of you a perfect match so that you two can merge together as one, as a singular is what I'm hearing. So, and this is all happening through the Most High God, and you're doing it with God as well. So let's see how these energies, and I should say one more thing, that we do have the Pisces full moon on the 20th, so it's on the Monday, so that energy is also going to be picking up, and then Mercury retrograde as well. So all this stuff is picking up. So this is a powerful, week. I am burping, so there might be solar plexus clearing here, because now I'm releasing this energy out of the solar plexus, and that arena is what I'm hearing, that chakra system. So I do feel like this is again another week of really ascending into the Holy Grail for the two of you, as well as being alchemical counterparts. Last week's energy was a lot of sexual healing, clearing that sexual attachments, womb attachments as well. So, and indoctrinations is what I'm hearing. So now this can be a continuation as well to the Pisces full moon as a big releasing of whatever the remaining attachments as well could be for the two of you to release and let that go. So we've got the Two of Wands, and we have family as well. Wow. So, and I'm hearing genetics and genetic timelines, and we also have the Knight of Wands here as well. So a big push is what it feels like forward out of these illusions and out of this old timeline here. And it's an opportunity as well to have closure on all of it. There is a big finale now that we're completing the genetic, biblical, messianic bloodline on earth, and that's coming to a completion. And now that that's fulfilled, we're able to ascend, basically. So this is a timeline and that we've incarnated into now, that we've had to clear the Messianic kingdom for. So this has come to a completion. This is what I've been seeing the past few days, and now that's gonna basically close that chapter of the mission, basically, for us now to get back into our heavenly embodiment. So this is also happening possibly with your family. You might have some, because the inner child healing is done and complete now, you've really gotten to the bottom of core wounds and adultery. Core wounds of adultery is what I'm hearing. So that's been cleaned out. I'm seeing it's been cleaned out of the galactic Holy Grail as well. And I'm hearing it's happen to the molecular structure. So this is really coming to a completion now. You might have this fire purification energy feeling as well for either of you, to help you move forward now out of the family you incarnated into. So there's that mirroring, the shadow work is all coming to an end, and you've figured it out. You figured out your core wounds. You've found the core wounds. You're healing from them now, and you're able to move on and have a new beginning, much healthier and with an energy of closure and understanding. So even if you still have a family relationship, it's going to be a new relationship moving forward, where it's not like God is the Godhead, so, and he's providing the resources is what I'm hearing as well. So if you also feel like you're self-reliant on your family to take care of certain matters in your life, especially financially, that this is also clearing through this, and you don't need them. God's going to take care of that for the two of you as well. And your two are to alchemically create together with God in this new beginning as cycle as well. And so that's what this opportunity is also opening up for you both here. And it's a completion of the healing this week. And I do feel like it is helping support with the full moon, the finale of moving forward, basically passing through. There's a lot of fire on the skeleton too, like the old version of you, the old template. And this could be partly connected with the feminine component of self and healing that masculine and feminine imbalance, that codependent narcissist masculine feminine balance, basically the dominant frequency that the masculine, and this is part of the family genetic healing that we've been going through. So let's look at where you are this week towards your union. with these energies. So we've got divine feminine. This is wonderful. This is exactly what we want. And so this feels like a big graduation for me. It says sacred feminine, masculine recognizes his feminine and the connection as well as home. And that's what I feel is happening here for both of you. And it's helping this masculine see you as a divine feminine Christ. So not the old way that men looked at women, basically, whether you're male or female. You can definitely be male, but I'm reading this as the feminine, you as the feminine and them as the masculine in terms of energy. So this is a healing and a completion for the feminine version of self in all of us that we have. We want to be 50-50. So and have an equal partnership, and this is part of the clearing of the division template within as well. So your feminine here is healed. The masculine within and within this union as well is also able to see you more clearly as different and evolved, and not the old way of the feminine, basically embodiment that they could have even been in relationships with, and the new family dynamic they want to create with. So this is a spiritual relationship is what I'm feeling that they're really connected to on this level as well. We have the Ace of Pentacles bringing this new beginning, and Pentacles is good to see with the this is happening now. This is a cycle that's commencing here on the earth. This is home together on the earth, and there seems to be a lot of blood clearing with the red coming through. We've got the Knight of Swords here as well. So 2 Knight cards so far. A lot of quickness and a push, basically, is what it feels like. And this could be this Mars energy coming up to finish this up and get this heart healing completed is what I'm hearing. It's really a reboot of the heart, a new beginning here, and a healing of, it could just be like with the blood as well. And I'm hearing bone marrow. So you might feel pain in the skeletal system, pain along the chakra channel as well as this alignment comes into place. But you are healing and becoming a balanced masculine and feminine. I'm hearing the division template is no more. So through that, you have this within internally, and you're having this without externally. So it's supporting your attraction and this start for you, basically, moving forward. So it's like you're creating this beginning of this, of them coming to you now, basically, this courtship. You've entered into it now is what I'm hearing, because you're a divine feminine. You've completed that within yourself. So emotionally this week we have self-care, and I'm hearing the waters are going to be healing you. So there is something with water. 2 cards came out with this one. We've got nurture as well. So wow, a 4 of Cups. So this is definitely a releasing, and then judgment. So this is good though, because get the rest that you need, get the water therapy, the water baths that you need, because this is bringing this judgment. And this is, I think, what the quickness is going to happen here. There's definitely like the old version of self. So, like you're really busting out of your old version of self. This is like a family judgment as well. This being a family here is with 2 children in this card too. It's just really showing me that. And I'm hearing new operating systems. So this, because the self-care and nurturing and rest is going to be with the 4 of Cups. It's like getting that rest and taking the time that it needs here to, because this judgment's coming in. So it's very, very important. This is happening no matter what. And through this healing and self-care and supporting yourself, we are in the Virgo month, Virgo season. That's the 9, the divine feminine Christ. This is our big window of opportunity to level up into this here and get this healing and get this judgment. So galactically, astrologically, this is the time, and it's happening here. And I'm hearing the division template is no more. So, and there's like new timelines coming in. So this is like you're going a shift of ages. You're going through the shift of ages through the quantum field, but it's happening through your actual flesh. So your body might just be really having a lot of stuff, but whatever it is, that self-care is really important. And just be as gentle as you need. Sleep is whatever this is your body wants. Sometimes people want to have a lot of exercise. They've got too much energy, and that needs to come out. So whatever things you can do for yourself, for your health and well-being, do that. And there's nothing wrong with doing nothing this week, basically, because so much is happening. So you're just to like allow the process to move through you. And this action energy, I really feel like it's more on this masculine here. I do think this judgment is coming in. It's a healing of your sins. It's truly like judgment day energies, like really getting to this level of entering into God's kingdom, to have your name written in his book of life, to have the sins washed away, to have this chance, a second chance in reunion with our Creator. And this is all happening, and this is like, it's already one and done. It's going through this process right now and getting that judgment, the verdicts delivered, especially on the family and stuff. It's gonna release you now, and you can go back home to your original divine union. And like, I'm hearing that the swastika division is been cleaned off of you. So this is a completion of that releasing from the body, the molecular structure that's been clearing. We've been doing it in the extended readings, and God's been coding it a lot with me. I just hear it daily, randomly, as there's healings and activations are just continually ongoing, happening. That it's clearing, it's done. So this is also the end of that, because this is your heavenly. This is all layers and levels and timelines, all space and time and dimension of your Holy Grail union. That this clearing and ability to return back into union is happening. So I do feel like it's, and through the molecular structure I'm hearing again, I just feel like it's quite quickly all falling into place in all these arenas, so that it's just all done all of a sudden. And it does feel like it's happening really quickly now. So the blocks we've got is this ego, and this is exactly what this Mars in Libra energy is about releasing here. So this is what needs to be released. It's within the masculine, within yourself, attracting the ego as well. And then this is like sitting in this fear, worry, repetitive thoughts over and over that are just draining your mindset. This is the masculine ego card here, but this is imbalanced because the feminine's not there to take this ego down into a realistic level and get out of this mindset, this toxic ego mindset as well, and heal and get the neutrality in. So this is why this is also important, and this is happening for you. We do have the wheel, so, and I'm hearing toxic thinking is ending here. So and this heart upgrade is happening. There's more red with this red string here as well. So I do feel like there's really a lot connected to the blood, your bloodline, the root chakra, and like the blood running through the body, and how like you might feel your veins are burning, for example. I've had that phenomenon, very uncomfortable, and it's like purifying the blood though, or certain meridian points might be very sensitive on the body that are connected to the spleen and the pancreas and these sorts of things, and the blood tonics and purifiers. You might want to do some supporting herbal therapies this week if you're having that sort of phenomenon. But I am seeing that this is the finale, like this is really the end of that, and you're moving on. We do have the Six of Swords, so this is I'm hearing it's a collective download of all timelines, and it's clearing the Egyptian timeline specifically now as well. And I'm hearing like unilateral decisions are no more, which is like, I think I'm saying it correctly, but it's basically like people making decisions without you both in agreement, as well, like them just doing whatever they want to do basically, and that you've had to go along with certain things as well. So this is also that the part of the timeline that's ending, and this is what the judgments are being on as well. So I do feel like there's a big It does say earn success here with the Six of Swords card. So, and I'm hearing victory. There's definitely a lot of war as well. That's clear on the land. That's clearing with this. So you might have grandparents and great-grandparents that participated in war. That's part of what you're clearing here as well for this new heart that's coming in. So there's quite a bit going on, and this balance, and you're leaving this whole masculine like template. So through this week and through this big judgment and quick endings that's happening, it's moving you forward through this Two of Wands into the next cycle basically here. So fire purification, all these sorts of things, but it's transmuting the ego. So I am hearing like stuff from the late 1800s war, the Civil War, and certain military camps. They're clearing as well. So, and I do feel like it's like in America, if you're American and you have grandparents that fought and great-grandparents that were in the war, this is also clearing. And it's for this new timeline, and I do feel like it's probably connected with the United States getting some clearing now as well for this completion of the old cycle. So, and the curse of Deuteronomy to be over, so we're no longer slaves, and America's no longer going to be a slave either. So of the curse is what I'm hearing. So, and most of the settlers came to America that were taken over on the transatlantic slave trade. So this is really going to support a lot of healing, basically collective big group of people getting a healing now, basically of the bloodline of the timeline of Judah, so as well, and the 12 tribes of Israel getting this healing. So yeah, and it's collapsing all old timelines. So this is all happening through you this week to the molecular structure is what I'm hearing, and it's being forced out of the DNA, and this new DNA is coming to the surface. You're going to be more the divine feminine Christ, attracting your divine masculine Christ king counterpart here through this, and you're being a balanced, healthy feminine within yourself and your new operating system, how you're going to be behaving in a new way. Like this is a new earth feminine as well. This is a holy feminine and anointed feminine. So this is all happening through us. Our masculine and feminine are both going to be anointed within and without. So this is a big healing and upgrade that we're going through, all of us. And so your final outcome towards the union this week, we do have the Sun card in this beautiful new beginning here, and it looks like a gateway with the 10-1-10 energy there as well, supporting you going through this wheel energy and having this new beginning, the judgment. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and that's what you're leaving behind, and then toxic addiction. So this is great, another masculine. So this is where the ego is being eradicated from you. It says substances or behaviors to numb their feelings, such as drugs, sex, gambling, and alcohol. And that's what kept whatever these toxic, it doesn't necessarily need to be those addictions, but I think it's around love and relationships basically, in this toxic cycle, the narcissist, codependent, having the womb just like all these addictions are the sacral chakra and the womb chakra, and attachments that come into those create food addictions, shopping addictions, relationship addictions, being a slave basically to something that we have no control over, and that keeps us in a state of loss. And this is what's being highlighted here. This is what we've been clearing for the past few weeks. So it's like you're rebirthing out of this. I do see the red here again as well. So finally, and this has been like your whole lifetime cycle. This is the thing, especially in this relationship sector. So you're finally free of this and attracting this and moving away from this for good here. So you're not going to be attracting these dominant, egotistical relationships if that resonates with you, or having this template in your life. It could have just been a toxic masculine in various relationships in your life that were trying to control and dominate you, tell you what to do, tell you what you could and couldn't do. I definitely have seen this in a relationship sector, who you can and can't be friends with, competition, and these sorts of things, and choosing. And these are very dominant relationships. That's not unconditionally loving. These are relationships with rules. And these are the people that you're releasing here and attracting that into your life and moving away from. And that also, that trigger, the C point of that's being released out of you ultimately as well. So you won't be having anxiety and worry and these loops and toxic thinking patterns and being trapped in addictions of possibly just having this relationship, or going through this relationship cycle as well. And learning, because it's come to the surface more, the curse of Deuteronomy, like the past few years, is clearer and louder than ever, that all these relationships, all these people, they all seem to have this narcissistic seed point in them. And we've really come, and we have the codependent seed point in us, and the ego as well, in these being controlled under fear and worry. And we're getting this blasted collectively to us, where there's a massive narcissistic codependent energy of fear and control and punishments, and rewarding people that do certain things and punishing people that don't do certain things in society and collective, coming from structures, government structures, these sorts of things as well. So we're like knee deep in freeing ourselves and not falling a slave to the fear and anxiety that's being used to manipulate and attach to us. We're in the process of cleaning out the finale of these things off of the root chakra and these lower chakras, and removing the toxic addiction patterns, and that you don't need to rely on somebody else as well. This is a big thing that's coming through as well, is what I'm hearing. Like, you have the sword in your hand, is what I'm hearing. As the divine feminine Christ, you've got the sword of truth, the sword of knowledge, and you can use this sword, and it's yours. And this is a birthright that you've gained access to through all of this stuff that you've been going through here. So you have all the power. You've conquered the beast. Now the judgment's coming in here so that you can have this beautiful new beginning and finally leave this karmic cycle from family, genetics, and the mission template as well, so that you can move on and be free of it and heal from anxiety and worry, is what I'm hearing as well. So those energies might come up very strongly this week, because around the full moon, it could go into next week as well. So this is part of the releasing now of these core wounds, and this is part of what this whole Mercury retrograde is going to be about, is bringing up what's hidden and what we still haven't found, basically, to get the final layers cleared out of us, out of the womb here. Womb chakra is what I keep hearing. So it's very clear and evident that this is the feminine healing that we're going through right now, and getting all of our power back and our ability to create finally, and not be stuck in this state of loss any longer, and be in this blessed state, birthing our manifestations, our creations, birthing it 24/7 all year round. So this is what we're stepping into. This is a new beginning, and I'm hearing, as the bright morning star, the truth is in your DNA. This truth is setting you free. So let's look at where they are at towards the union this week. Okay, so we've got heartbreak. Wow. The Chariot. So this is coming. And then we've got peace as well. And I'm hearing the words integrity with that. So it's like the eyes are open up. This is what the full moon's going to do here. And it will bring the clearing to this heartbreak wound. This is the sea point of loss, is what I'm hearing for them. So that they can move past that. Game over is what I'm hearing God just said. So this heartbreak wound is over for them. And they're getting the balance that needs to come in now as well. So that they can have a full masculine and feminine union within and with you as well in the heart space. So they're definitely going through a heart upgrade, and ready to move forward now. And this is where this Knight of Wands is coming in for them, and the Two of Wands is this energy here for them to help free them from these timelines that create, and so it is karmic here as well. And there's a neutrality coming in emotionally. We've got deception, and these are more of what's being revealed here that's been hidden. And these are they're facing the truth, and I'm feeling like strongly they're getting to the bottom of these heartbreak wounds here. And I'm hearing cellular DNA, so they're understanding why they are having these patterns here, and they're facing this. This is the other thing. They understand this needs to be dealt with. We do have the Knight of Wands. It does feel like they're just coming seriously out of battle and finally conquered as well what they needed to. And then there's the Six of Pentacles, material success. So they have managed to free themselves here. We've got a lot of Knight cards again here. So there's two Knights of Wands coming up. So they've got this double basically but they got this balance coming in here. So they're emotionally healed. They're not going to be the liar here and the manipulator and the narcissist is what I'm hearing. They conquered the seed point. They've eradicated, God just said, they've eradicated the seed point of that out of them here. And I am seeing the blood, the red here. So it just keeps continually popping out of all these cards to me. So I'm feeling the same information is coming through with them as well. And this purification and this freedom of the womb chakra and the ability to have material success, foundational success without these attachments and illusions on the womb chakra for them. So finally, this light's coming in, and this movement forward, this quick movement forward here is happening. And it's whatever this illumination is needed for them through this full moon to free themselves from this heartbreak wound and get this balance. So this is all, Mars and Libra is all about bringing balance to these ego triggers, and they have it right away this week. So this is wonderful to see that. And so they won't be taking emotion, they won't be emotionally reactive and running, and fear of intimacy, fear of opening up their heart. These sorts of areas, they're going to be able to clear this. This is what the blocks are. So this is what's healing now. Feeling fear and doing it anyways, opening up and sharing their weakness. And this is what's happening. They're going to be able to be more vulnerable. Maybe they don't really cry. They're going to be able to cry, tap into these emotions. King of Pentacles, beautiful. God is saying their losses are no more. So there's an end to loss for both of you. And financial ruins is what I'm hearing, like they have, and this heartbreak wound was what the cause of it was. So it's again this whole cycle and system we've been clearing these portal attachments, wounds, childhood wounds come in through the heart, manipulate the emotional body, attach to the sexual arenas. And so this is, and then they get used and manipulated and financially drained. And ultimately though, they were doing that to you. So this is the whole thing that we've broken here and draining your finances. So they've ended that. They're no longer being used and manipulated here as well. They're going to have their own financial stability without these attachments. And then we've got the Tower as well. So this is good. This is good. This is what we want. It's just bringing in what needs to go for them to ascend fully into this King template here. And I'm hearing get what's yours. So they're going to go after and attain what belongs to you is what I'm hearing right now. They're getting things back, and there's a big warrior energy that's going to be coming up behind them here to clean out the devil ultimately here. There's a restoration happening. And the division is no longer. So I do feel, I'm hearing basically this is a strong masculine, all of a sudden flipping with this Chariot energy, rushing towards freeing the feminine, restoring the feminine, getting justice for the feminine. This is happening within and without. So finally the tables are really flipping, where it was they were running around the feminine, supporting this toxic deception template here, these attachments that were controlling them, to breaking free of that now and flipping that, releasing that, and now going after and destroying that here for you. So now they're protecting you. and your womb chakra here is what I'm hearing. Amen to that, goddess. See this? Wow. This is it. They're fighting for you. They're doing it all for you. They flipped into this death card. So finally they've gotten to the end here and cleared this Luciferian agenda. Game over is what I'm hearing. And then we've got the Nine of Swords. So they're completing this, and it's going to support you raise up and get this healing. And I'm feeling like this is a big teamwork energy here of eradicating this energy, and I'm hearing demon and energy vampire, getting this out of your system here and freeing you from this Nine of Swords, which I feel like is more of where the ego resides with you, is this fear, worry, anxiety, loss, Five of Pentacles, always fighting, things never working out, this difficult road that the feminine has had to take to be the warrior bride, to free herself, to free the holy girl counterpart. Now they're turning around and they're free. You've done your job. You're ascending. They can come after, finish this, help you ascend into the divine feminine Christ. I'm getting angel tingles head to toe here, and see you as the goddess here. And I'm hearing they're raising up to the Emperor in Christ template here and putting a final end to this deception and this wound here. And it's just going to flip everything for you. We do have the 919 flip day on Sunday, the 19th of September. This could be the big portal opportunity of the 19th and the 20th with the full moon the next day to be fully flipping, getting this final ending and freedom. And then also divine intervention now to have the masculine destroying the distorted feminine, destroying the narcissist here, and getting you justice and vindicated and raised up to be the divine feminine Christ, to be put equal, to be put first, and this old order to be eradicated is what I'm hearing to that. Amen. So we've got Queen of Swords as the final outcome, and wow, she's got this head in her hand, like she's really destroyed. This is like the feminine is destroying this distorted ego narcissistic energy, and it's just like through this understanding and this judgment coming in, this illumination coming in, and I'm feeling like it's all in the mind and these worries and such again. So this is a beautiful energy of justice for you, and a new heart is what I'm hearing again. We do have stillness, quieting one's mind and staying connected to one's true self. So this is who you truly are as the divine feminine Christ. And we've also got the Page of Cups. So this is going to bring you this new romantic opportunity, new romantic gestures. This is opening up your heart. It's softening you up. It's healing you. You're both like they're very much stepping into a masculine role this week. They've gotten control over this heartbreak. This is flipping for them here. It's like a game over. They're going to get this tower moment coming in, this final ending, and the power behind them now is so strong, and it's so like they want justice for you. Nothing is going to stop them here coming around for you to get to this template for yourself as well, and this beautiful new beginning. So, and this is healing all from the Ice Age to enter into the new age of Aquarius. So it is important, and I'm seeing like the toxic addictions with this card here as well, to really, I'm going to suggest having a very clean mind and doing what you can to be in the spirit, to be in the stillness energy. So if that means detoxing from social media, not watching certain TV shows, engaging in certain activities, so that you're connected more with spirit and quiet. And that's going to, and allowing this healing time and stuff of that. This is a beautiful week for you to do all of that. And I'm hearing sisterhood of the rose, divine feminine Christ. Your courtship has begun. Amen to that. So to receive the courtship now as well from your beloved here. And this is a big flip that this is happening this week, and they're going to go after you. They're bride of Christ. I just heard as well. Wow, this is so strong. So strong. And they're in their position, they're in their role. So much more information about this also came through in the monthly love reading for September 2021. So if you haven't listened to it, the link is down below. If you would like to hear about the whole month and what's still coming for your Holy Grail counterpart here and for your union this month of September. And then we're also going to be diving in and doing the extended reading, the quantum healing. So we're going to get more more cards and dive into this quantum healing, clear out this ego, get this alignment, this final ending judgment, tower, death of this distortions, and continue giving the energy and the power and the clearings for you to finally have this upgrade, and for the tables to flip, where they're coming after you now to take care of you and restore. And we're going to continue you becoming unified with Creator in the flesh as well, within and without. And so for this week's extended reading, we're going to be using the Oracle of Mermaids cards, tapping into these healing energies and all the love and relationship energies that are in this deck as well, and whatever else comes through from the Most High. So the Vimeo link is right down below if you'd like to join us there. We do come together in the name of Jesus Christ and co-create and collaborate, do God code, all the clearings and activations from the seed point of conception through the quantum field for both of you, your family, your genetics, and all past and present and future timelines that the two of you have been together through all space, time, dimension. And these healings can continue until they're done and complete. They are quantum infinite healings that go through the quantum field. I also have a card of the day Monday to Friday on YouTube as well as on Instagram. The links are down below for those. If you'd like to subscribe to my video content on Vimeo, the link is down below for that. And I also do a newsletter, a weekly newsletter with more information on what's coming through each week. If you'd like to subscribe for that, it's on my website at 144godcode.com. I also have a contact page there as well if you'd like to message me with anything through my website. Thank you so very much for joining me. God bless you. Have a blessed week. God bless you, and take care.